Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. I'm coming to you guys with another real life spill. I thought about this for a while and I said I'll just wait to do this one close to Christmas time because it has to do with Christmas, and it's a Christmas tale of selfishness and immaturity and fuckery and coonery and, all those various things that we like to laugh about. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. You guys have heard me speak multiple times about my god sister. My god sister or my godparents. I'm literally named James after my godfather. That was the dude. He was cool and all that. I had a really good set of godparents, and I have two god sisters and I have an older god brother. They're all older than me. But my youngest god sister was like, we always had this rival thing going on, she had it going on. I didn't have it going on. I actually loved my god sister. My god sister she's different. She's the baby of the family. And then I came along, and I'm actually 10 years younger than her. So always an issue. Really silly though, but I've always just loved my god sister. I loved her and I always clung to her. And there were times we had some of the best of times and we had some of the worst of times. It's just the way it is. And if you ever hear me talk about Tamar Braxton, it's why Tamar Braxton gets under my skin so much, because she literally acts just like my god sister. I see so much of them too. Like the two of them would never get along because they are just too much alike. My god sister was spoiled. Tamar was spoiled. And my family, my godmother and godfather, not my godfather so much, but my godmother and my other gods, they always bowed to her beck and call, which has made her a terrible person overall. And she doesn't have very many friends now, and she's actually in her 50s. But she literally would say things like, you came and you tried to take my spot and things like that. She still says these things to this day, and it's like, you're in your 50s, you have grandchildren, and you are still talking about, I came to try to take your spot. I never even understood what she was talking about. I'm like, I'm here for 2 days, on the weekend sometimes, and then I go home. I just never got it. But anyway, one of our better times, like I said, we had the best of times and we had worst of times, was Christmas time. So once the kids, their kids had started getting to like where they're grown, because their kids are grown now too. So this has been a few years back. She had the idea of doing this grab bag for Christmas instead of trying to buy everybody a gift. So this is no problem, which for me, it was just an extra added expense because I always bought for my godmother and my godfather anyway. So this was just an extra gift. If I didn't choose to exchange with the kids or exchange with their parents, I didn't have to do that. So this just was an extra gift for me, because we actually didn't do an exchange too much. I mean, I would do gifts, but people, I don't have money and this, that, and the other, whatever. Anyway, so we're going to do this grab bag. So she had all of the names and all of who was supposed to be doing what. So that was that. So we drew the names. This just happened the next weekend. I was up at my godmother's and I was hanging out. And I had my, I really wasn't thinking about it at all, really, the gift. I'm going to do what I was going to do, and I pretty much had it all figured out. And I ended up drawing the younger god sister. So it was very easy because, again, we hang out all the time, so I know, I knew what to buy her. There was a $20 limit on the gift. Not a problem. So we go, I'm sitting there. This is maybe 2 weeks before Christmas. And we're looking through papers. Me and my godmother are sitting there looking through some papers and stuff. And I'm sitting there and I'm laughing because my god sister says, because I was going on about these candles. It was floating candles, but they had poinsettias that were float. It was kind of bigger than the ones you normally see. And they had poinsettias that floated, and then there were candles inside, and you light the candles and they float. So, you know, the whole thing with the fire and the water together for me was just so cute. And I said, boy, that's really cute, you know. And it was like $25. And I'm laughing. I said, that's really cute. That's a really cute gift idea. Now, I'm not thinking about my god sister at all. My godmother said, yeah. I said, yeah, we're going back and forth about it. I said, I like that. My god sister comes into the room and says, you know what? Let me tell you something, man. I don't want no candles for Christmas. So don't be busting out bringing me no candles floating on the water because I don't want that. Do you see what I mean? This is the type of shit my god sister does. Nobody knows who has everybody but her. So, you know, she just blew that right out of the water, all on some old selfish coonery. And I'm like, this girl, you know, it's like every time you think you've seen the worst of what she can do, she'll just make up some shit and come up with some new shit to do. So, for whatever reason, you know, I'm really quick to get mad. You know, I get mad and say, fuck you. And, you know, and I was really surprised at myself that I didn't say, fuck you. And I'm not even doing your little grab bag and you kiss my ass and move on. But I didn't. I for whatever reason, at that time, it just made me laugh. And, you know, this is back before I even adopted my children or anything. My children weren't born yet. So I'm sitting there and I said, girl, you are really crazy. Now, me and my godmother are literally laughing at her. We laughed all day long about her and her outburst about the candle. And my other god sister came down. This is back. They were all living at home at this time. We were still grown, but they were all living at home. I had my own house. We're sitting there. And my older god sister came down and my godmother started telling her about what happened. And we just had a good laugh. And she went on all day. Well, I don't care what y'all say, man. I'm telling you, I don't want no candles for Christmas. And don't go buy me no candles, for real. If you're going to buy me candles, just don't buy me nothing at all. I mean, as serious as a heart attack. It's one of them things where you look at a person and you say, is this broad serious? Or you think they're joking? No, she wasn't joking. She was serious as a damn heart attack, okay? So, anyway, you know I'm a clown. So, of course, you know I went and bought those candles, right? Because I just couldn't pass it up. I went and I got the candles. But the thing is, it was a gag joke. It was a gag gift, rather. So, Christmas Day comes, everybody, we go, and we've eaten and everything, and everybody's exchanging gifts. And we're sitting there. My nephew, I had actually gotten my older god sister's son, her oldest son. He had given me a beautiful set of dishes that I actually still have. And it was so weird because he had never been to my house. And they were the color and everything, the stuff were spot on. I love that set of dishes, and I still have that set of dishes, but whatever. That's not what this is all about. But it's a beautiful green and white set of dishes that my nephew had actually bought me. But anyway, so we going around, and my youngest god sister, here she goes. She goes. Everybody's opening their gifts. My godfather has his. My godmother has hers. And, you know, everybody had done their gifts. So here she goes. She going to open up her gift. She's shaking it. She going to say, you know what? This gift feels very light, and you know what, man? You like to play games. So I'm just telling you. And she's starting all over again. It's like 2 weeks later. There better not be no candles in there. So she unwraps the gift, and she sees the box with the floating candles. Okay? She throws the box, throws it onto the table. Meanwhile, remember, it has a glass dish. It's a beautiful glass dish inside that the stuff goes inside. She threw it onto the table. Was like, I don't want that. And see, this is Patty, and I'm never doing the grab bag thing again. Because, see, I'm not going to be getting screwed out and spend $20 on somebody, and then I'm going to get some candles. I don't want no candles. I done told you I want no candles, man. And she's just going off. And my godmother just, and this is part of the problem, but that's another video as to why we have always had such a problem with her, because even through all that ridiculousness and fuckery, my godmother never opened up her mouth to tell her, bitch, sit down. Sit down. And truly, at this point, she had to be all of, very loosely, I'm going to say 30, maybe 35. 35, 36, carrying on like this. And I'm about 25. So here we are again. Now, we're all laughing at her, except for my older god sister. My older god sister was appalled. Because they're the opposite, and they never get along very good. I mean, they love each other as sisters, but they are like oil and water. You know, they're totally different. My other god sister's a sweetheart. But she was just appalled with her. She's like, really, you like threw the gift. And still, for whatever reason, that Capricorn hadn't jumped out yet. And I'm laughing because I know it's a gag gift and the real gift is actually inside the box. So that was that. So like maybe an hour or so went by. We were over there playing Scrabble or playing some board game. I think we were playing Scrabble. And she didn't want to play. She didn't want to be bothered. She's in there. She's not speaking. Meanwhile, it's Christmas. Everything's going on. She has kids. She had 3 kids. Her kids is running around. They're playing with their stuff. And it's just Christmas, you know? And you are so mad about this grab bag gift that you just can't get past this. Okay? And I guess the bad part, too, was she felt like she didn't get a gift at all because they did a grab bag overall. Even with mom and dad, they did just a grab bag. So that was her one gift. That was her one gift for the whole Christmas. So she was pissed. So I'm sitting there. And I guess my godmother, you know, hit her in her mind, you know, eventually this boy's going to get pissed off because that's what he does. It may not happen right away, but he's going to get pissed off. And I probably would have after a while, you know, because after we were playing Scrabble and that, she just literally was done with it. Like the box never got opened or anything. It was kind of a thing like, you know what, fuck her and fuck this. This is just dumb. You know, it was dumb. So my godmother decides, she says, well, if you don't want, she says, girl, come open your gift. I ain't opening nothing because I already told that boy that I ain't want no candles. And see, and she's in there just cutting up all over again, being rude, just rude, you know. And I'm like, oh my, that's really, you know, that's really ugly. And I said, why don't you just open the daggone box and, you know, see what's all inside. Maybe you'll like it once you get inside the box. I'm not going to like it. And I told you don't buy it. You can take it back. I said, would you like the receipt? No, I don't want the receipt because I don't want your gift. You can keep it yourself. Nasty. Nasty. Everything that took on a whole different thing. I said, that'll be fine. And I will do that. You know, I'll do that. I have no problem with that. And we're going to keep in mind, I've actually purchased diamonds for this girl before. So, you know, I'm known for good gifts. So I don't even know why she even fell for the gag gift, acting so stupid. But whatever. That's just her. She has a bitch that's inside of her, and she lets that bitch take over a lot. So whatever. Anyway, so my godmother says, well, I think I kind of like this little thing. And if you don't want it, I'm going to take it. I told her, I said, you're more than welcome. Have everything in the box, right? So my godmother opens the box. And of course, you know, you have all the pieces and the little float can, and it was beautiful. It really, really was. It looked even better in person than it did in the paper. Beautiful little candle thing and all that. But in the bottom of the box was this $50 sweater. Okay? That was the shit. And my godmother says, now see, look here. And she pulls this sweater out the box. And that's when the real laugh and the real attitude started. And it was like one of those long sweaters with the tie belt that was really in right back then. So like I said, I always gave good gifts. My gift was like $30 over what we were supposed to be spending. Very pretty sweater. My godmother was like, oh no, baby, you're not getting this sweater. You didn't want anything and a gift. And then here she comes. Well, why would you take me through all that? Why would you do all I said? Why would you even act like that? And I'm like, that's not your sweater. That is her sweater. And you need to go on. But just, I've never forgot that. And I really didn't get very upset, you know, about it. And I don't know if it happened again, I probably would. I don't know what made me not be upset. Maybe I was really in the spirit, but that was just so self-centered and so ugly. Such ugly behavior about what? You know what I mean? And here it was a gag gift. I literally went out of my way and I actually ended up spending like $75 on a grab bag gift that was supposed to be $20 to literally be treated like shit for about 4 hours or 4.5 hours or so during Christmas. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But again, I just wanted to tell the story. I figured you guys would get a kick out of it. I got a kick out of it. It still makes me laugh because she was so goddamn pissed off about them damn candles. And you'd have sworn they were some old cheap ass candles. They were real cute. But anyway, all right, guys. So there you go. A tale of fuckery, honey, for this Christmas. You can thumbs up or thumbs down the video. You guys know how that works. I wanted to share that with you. And if I don't get to see you or talk with you again and you don't see any more videos from me before Christmas comes, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to you for 2014. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.